Fishing is fun, but hooking is the only way. We're gonna show you how to catch some fish today.
So hey guys, I got doing this series of electronics. So basically I'm going to talk to you guys about 2D, downscan, sidescan, livetarget, and just go over everything, show you guys, you know, what buttons to push, because there's no use buying an expensive unit and not learning how to work it. So right now I'm talking about 2D sonar. So part 1 was already aired, and then part 2 is coming up, and it's all on 2D. So watch part 1 first because they all tie together, and I'm going to show you how to set all those buttons and what 2D is really for. So I hope you watch it. So guys, if you like the contents of these videos, hit the like and leave me a comment, and it'll, you know, let me know, and I appreciate it if you guys subscribe too, because it'll help my channel out a lot. So let's get on and let's watch episode 2. So one of the other features on the top one is your range button. So when you set these up and they're in automatic, you're going to see I'm in 18 feet of water and it's going down to 30 feet. So when you do this, you're not utilizing the whole screen. So what I do is I come up here, I'm going to take it off of auto, and then I hit custom. So what I could do is I'm going to go up here to the top, and I don't want to see all that clutter, so I'm going to just say I'm going to come up here and start the top at 10, and then I'm going to tap the bottom, and I'm going to go to 20 because I'm in 18 feet of water. So I'm going to set that at 20 and hit OK. And I hit OK. This is the depth I'm in. Now I opened up the screen, so now I'm only going to see the fish in 10 to 20 feet, and you see how much clearer the arcs are. The fish are very visible. So these fish here are really good sized fish, and the smaller ones are down below. So there's a lot of fish underneath this boat right now. So especially like when I'm out there in a lake in 150 feet of water and I'm fishing for trout or kokanee and they're only in 30 feet, you don't want to sound all the way down to 200 feet of water. So I put the top at 20 and I put the bottom at 40, and I open it up and I can see them clear as day. So learning how to do that is very important. You got all these features on this fish finder, you need to learn how to use it. Palettes. Palettes are people, if you're colorblind or you look at that picture and you're not seeing the colors that you're supposed to be, you could switch the palette. Now I'm going through them real quick, and these are just there for your eyes. So like, you know, you look at it because some people are colorblind, and you just keep going through them until you find the one that suits you best, and then you use it all the time. So I'm always on this one. I feel that I could see everything clear as day. So you could you can go into your split, you can zoom, you can bottom lock. So basically you could take one side and zoom one in and see the normal picture on the other. There's a lot of features. Most fishermen probably use 10% of what this machine will do. Get back, you could go to no split, but I'll show you what a flasher. This is what I used to use back in the 60s and 70s. That's all they had was a flasher like this. And basically this is the bottom right here. This is the top of the clutter, and these are all them fish, just like you see right here. Those are all fish. See them coming in the screen? See that one that's right there? That's that fish right there. Very easy. And one thing about the flasher is that when I'm taking a jig and I jig it down below, you actually see it fluttering on your screen. So 99% of all fish finders have these options on them. All fish finders have these things, and they're called surface clarity, noise rejection, scroll speed, and ping speed. So I want to go over them real quick. Noise rejection, they're just a filter. So if you run these things at high, you're going to lose a lot of your picture. You want to run, if you need it, you want to run low or off. So basically, like if you have a trolling motor or you fire your big motor up and you see bars go through the screen, then you need to turn this on. So usually I run low or off. Surface clarity, I have it low, if I ran medium or high, it would take, see how it happened? My surface clutter is almost all gone. But I guarantee you I'm gonna lose some of the images. So I usually keep that around low, if anything. So you could experiment with it. Sometimes I notice that when I turned it up, the fish will go away. So I usually run it on low. Scroll speed, very important. Scroll speed is the opposite of your boat speed. So if I'm anchored, I'm gonna leave it normal. If I'm going really fast, then I'm gonna turn the scroll speed down. So what happens is, see how that picture is hardly moving across the screen? So when you're going, just remember, scroll speed is the opposite of your boat speed. So then if I'm going hecka slow, cruising around looking at things, I want to turn it up. So I'm getting it. So now I'm anchored. So when I turn it up, you see those arcs? They're actually starting to turn into long lines. So if I bring it back down and I'm not moving now, and I turn it, slow it down a little bit, you're gonna see they'll start arcing more. So just remember, scroll speed is the opposite of your boat speed. Then ping. Ping speed is how fast that signal's bouncing down and returning. So basically, the slower you go, the faster it is. So you want to turn that ping speed. So if I'm sitting still like I am now, I want that thing at max, as fast as it'll go. Then if I'm cruising around looking and I want to make the adjustments so I get a better picture, then I'll just start lowering it a little bit. So just remember that ping and your scroll speed are the opposite of your boat speed. And when I take off and I'm running fast, I don't adjust it because I don't want to slow down. So I know that if I see just some scratches across the screen, then I'll slow down and I'll graph like I'm supposed to. So when I'm using, when I tell you that there's all these available kinds of fish finders, and 2D I use when I'm fishing deep, when I'm fishing trout, kokanee with downriggers, I definitely want to use my 2D. I could see the downrigger cable across the screen. You know, you could do a lot more adjustments in the 2D when you're fishing deep. So if I'm out in the ocean, 2D. If I'm doing trout, kokanee, 2D. If I'm in a delta or something, or the river, I'll use 2D, and then if I'm trying to focus some more, see what kind of vegetation and stuff is below me, I'll use a downscan. But otherwise, 2D is probably one of my go-tos. And how you usually do it is in depth of water you're in. So if you're in deeper water, anything past 100 feet, you need to be in 2D, and you need to be in 200 kilohertz. If you're sounding, say you're a albacore guy and you're going out in waters at depths 1,000 feet or more, then you need to get a 50 kilohertz transducer. So 50 kilohertz is real noisy, but it's made for penetrating really deep water. So it depends on what you're going after, but 2D mainly when I'm fishing deeper water over 100 feet. So what I just went over with you guys is pretty much will cover everything for 2D sonar. And if you just pay attention to how I did all my settings, get those units off automatic and put them in manual and learn how to run it, you'll get a lot better picture. You're going to see a lot more things on your meter that you never saw before. So pay attention, get that thing adjusted right. And if you like this video, please hit that like, and it also lets me know that you're enjoying them. Please subscribe, it'll help my channel out a lot. If you're stumped and you can't get your meter to work right, just go in the comments, leave me a comment and I'll answer you back. And if you say, hey Alan, I can't get that frequency right, which one should I be using? Just put it in a comment and I'll get back with you in a few days. So hope you enjoyed this video, and watch out for the ones coming out because I got a series of 5 or 6 of these guys. See you later.
Fishing is fun, but hooking is the only way. We're gonna show you how to catch some fish today.